Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello, welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining me. Welcome to the show, Kunal.
Hello. So first of all, thanks a lot everyone for joining regularly this webinar, this exercise, and what we are seeing that the participation of everyone is increasing in commodities, the interest is increasing. So I really thank everyone to be a part of this routine what we have started, and I think take it on from here, Hiral.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kunal, as well. Kunal, let's start with the dollar index. Clearly, if you go to see the dollar index, bulls are catching a breather after the kind of jump that we've seen in the last couple of sessions. How do you see it moving from here on? And in turn, then what could be the strategy for bullion? Because last two trading sessions, we've seen a downtick coming in terms of gold and silver.
Yeah. So first of all, when Monday we did a webinar, I clearly told sell gold, sell silver, sell crude oil, sell metals. And today, Wednesday, if you see, everything is down sharply. Okay. Now dollar index for today's trading session or for 1 or 2 days, it doesn't matter. So we are heading into a Christmas holiday period in the US. So I think the movement will be pretty range bound right now in the dollar, especially in the currency market. Thin movement. So dollar index already strengthened from 89.50 that day to 90.90. Today 90.35. 90 should be the bottom for the time being, and on the upside 91. So this is the range which is going to be in which the dollar index. So right now dollar index is not important. What is important is what is happening outside in the outside market, apart from the what is going on in the mainstream market. So Mr. Donald Trump refused to sign on the stimulus package, but
Right.
don't worry about it. After a couple of days and after the negotiation, the stimulus is likely to pass. So that is one thing, which is a major event going on right now. So stimulus, no stimulus game continues, in spite of the fact that everyone agreed Mr. Trump is not signing. So if Mr. Donald Trump signs it, I think that's going to be a non-event. If he doesn't sign it for say 1 week, 7 days, then it will again raise concern whether the liquidity, new liquidity is coming or not. So that is something which is a major event in the market.
Right. And with this, then what should the strategy be with gold and silver?
Yeah, so we've seen a massive correction in gold silver for 51,000, 49,000 today morning, 49,900 something. I think low made was 890. So keep a stop loss of 49,890 and go long for the upside target of 50,250 for gold. And for silver also same 67. In fact, the before the webinar started, it just moved up. So I recommended on CNBC to go long. 66,800 to 67,000 go long in silver. Put a stop loss of today's low, 66,350, and expect it to bounce till 68,000. But if you ask me, Kunal, whether again it will test 51,000, my answer is not immediately. Do the trading for pullback right now. So the major event for gold and silver is already played out. And that is the stimulus event. So now I think the pullback after 1,000 point of fall in gold, and from 71,000 silver fell to 65,000. So 6,000 rupees fall was seen in silver. So we are going to see some pullback today. So for pullback, I recommend to go long.
Right. That with regards to gold as well as silver. If you see in terms of where base metals are concerned, Kunal, clearly right now you're seeing a trade, pretty range bound trade. The bias seems to be bearish. What would the strategy be with regards to say copper, zinc, lead, and nickel?
Yeah. So first of all, copper made a low of 92 today. So we've seen copper prices declining from 620 gradually to 590. I told that day 585 can come, it did not come. So same a pullback is expected, and pullback has already come in copper. So copper maximum upside till 600, 602 rupees in today's trading session. From there, I would again review and recommend to go short. But for intraday trading today evening session, I'll recommend to go long in nickel with the stop loss of 10 rupees. So nickel is corrected the most from 1330. Nickel prices are down to 1250 because of the problem in Europe. So nickel I like at this level. If somebody wants to go long today, you can fetch 10 to 15 rupees in evening session, and it can test levels of 1265, 1270 for the January contract, because December contract won't be the delivery intention period will start. So I will recommend to build position in the month of January. The reason why, see, understand the market crashed, so now it cannot keep on going. It cannot go down, down, down. We are going to see some pullback. So we are going long because of pullback. There is so much uncertainty right now in the world. We have to develop this small view and try to capitalize on the same. So zinc also we recommended to go short today morning. It was in the money, book the profit, and now it is again going up. So all the metals are going to see some pullback today evening session, and we are playing for the pullback. So going long in copper and nickel is recommended. Even for that matter, aluminum, which is being laggard, one should go long at around 160, 150 at current market price. Put a stop loss of 160.50 and 162.90, 163. You can book profit.
Right, so that's with regards to base metals. With crude as well, I think it's the third or the fourth consecutive session where we are seeing pressure that's building in. Clearly, you have the weekly inventory buildup that came in. There is worries over the new strain of coronavirus spreading as well. And apart from this, we are waiting for the inventory data from EIA as well this evening. So, what's your anticipation on that?
My anticipation for today evening session for crude oil is uh, 34.50, 34.40, go long, 34.95, 35.10, maximum upside today. Book your profit, and today's low is 31, 34.20. So put a stop loss of around 34.10, and I think you can go long in crude oil for evening session. So before the inventory, you can see the target can get achieved. So wait for what is the inventory, because inventory will have a momentary direction, and everyone who is trading, they should watch out for a couple of things, and one of the thing is Dow Jones. So let us say if I'm giving a buy call today evening, and let us assume Dow Jones goes down by 500 point, then oil will also go down, copper will also go down, everything will go down. So keep an eye on what is happening in the Dow Jones. Moment you see 400, 500 points correction in Dow Jones, try to reverse it. So my view, I generally give very clear view, and I gave my view very clearly, but always I should explain the risk also attached with this. So 500 points Dow Jones you see down, you exit from the long positions.
Right. And then with this as a question coming in, is it good to buy gold at this level? And secondly, the client has a sell position at gold at 50,100. What would you recommend?
If you can really hold on to shorts, and if you can see 300, 400 rupees upside, I'm not bullish in near term immediate, because there are the triggers for buying gold are already factored in. We saw a rally of $110. So from the lows of 1780, we saw $1,900 gold hitting. And from $1,900, we are at $1,870. So the trend is not very bullish immediately, long-term bullish. But now, if you can see 300 rupees upside, then you can remain short. I'm not expecting gold to shoot up, but if you think that 300 rupees, why I should wait, then I think you should square off your position.
Right. And another question coming in is, can we see natural gas again at levels of 190?
See, natural gas is one of those commodities where I would strictly recommend everyone who has attended this webinar, strict 5 rupees, 8 rupees stop loss, nothing more than that. Because this commodity is basically so violent in nature that your stop loss, if you don't put stop loss, all your earning will get lost. So natural gas 190 doesn't look very likely right now. 197, 98 can come. 210 seems to be the hurdle for natural gas to move up.
So now the question was, what is causing this fast recovery in metals? Is it short covering?
Absolutely short covering. Now understand, this is the Christmas time. The volumes are very thin. All the fund managers across the world have taken holiday. So in this time, you will see this wild swing. So for example, if copper moves to 605, don't think that the trend is reverse and it is going to significantly move up. So it can be a short covering, and do not try to make major news. So there are no news today for copper to go down to 590 and from 590 to 598. There are no news in the system. So it's just but since it has corrected by more than 30 rupees, we saw a pullback. So after correcting 30 rupees, it can go up till 604, 605. That is how I read the market. So it's no rocket science. So after some correction, we are seeing a reversal. Whether it will test 620, for that you need again a trigger. So there is a strong thing for metals. The downside is going to be limited because China itself is stocking all commodities. So
Correct.
the downside in metals will be very limited.
Right. And lastly, another question coming in: what would your target be for zinc from a longer term perspective?
Yeah. So in longer term, again, zinc can go to 240 to 50 rupees, but it requires some trigger, and the trigger will come in the first January month when the China will announce how much they are going to buy zinc from the market. China is buying all metals in their stockpiles, not for actual use, for the strategic purpose. So whenever metal prices will go down, China itself is a buyer. China doesn't want raw material and metal prices to go down in order to support the domestic industry. And the trade war with China is going on with all countries. China doesn't want raw material prices to go down. So China is buying all the metals strategically. So yeah, so the longer term outlook continues to remain bullish.
So that's a bullish view coming in terms of zinc. I think all the questions that are coming from the guests as well have been answered. Thank you, Kunal, so much. Thank you, participants, as well, for joining in. We will be back with Kunal on Friday at 3:30. Thank you.